and welcome to my very last vacation video. I can't believe I ended up doing a video basically for every day I was there, but this video is going to address what everyone keeps asking. 1, what did I spend on my vacation? 2, did I buy any souvenirs? 3, did I stick to my budget? So stay tuned. So first of all, if you're not aware, I decided to go on a little 5-day trip to Los Angeles, California to meet up with my very best friend in the world and former college roommate Jamie, as a way to celebrate paying off half of my debt and really recognizing that milestone in my life. I started off close to 3 years ago with almost $33,000 in debt, and now I owe less than $15,000. Hallelujah. So I wanted, every time I pay off another $5,000, I try to reward myself. Usually with like a $50 to $100 reward to do something that I normally kind of keep from myself to stay in the budget and pay off as much as possible. I feel like this is a way to be as gazelle intense as possible while still recognizing the momentum and marking the milestones as you go along, and I think that's really important to stay motivated. So since this was a huge milestone, I was under $15,000 and I paid off over half of my debt, I decided to go see my best friend who I hadn't seen in at least a year, and we decided to spend a couple of days together. We went to Universal, we went to Hollywood, we just hung out and like drank margaritas and watched Minions and played with her dogs, and we went to the beach, and I'd never been to California before, and it was amazing. So I did budget for this. I set up a sinking fund a year and a half ago for this trip. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do with the money. I knew that it was going to, I knew I was going to take a vacation before I was done with BS2. I knew it was going to be around the time that I had paid off a lot of debt, and I knew that it would be a very welcome relief. So about 18 months ago, I started putting aside $25 every month from the personal money, as in like my blow money account, and I was putting that into a sinking fund every single month. So when it came time to finally book the tickets for this trip and everything, I had $435 in that account. Now Jamie and her husband Mike actually paid for my tickets, but I paid for like food and everything else I needed while I was there. It was kind of a switcheroo. I've been editing her college papers for years, and they're in a better place financially than I am, so they very generously offered to pay for my ticket, and I humbly accepted and was grateful for it. Now they don't have any debt, thank God. So, and they hosted me while I was there. This was actually a pretty budget-friendly trip. I stayed with them, which didn't cost anything. We were pretty much just paying for food and anything that we did. Now, by far the most expensive thing we did was go to Universal Studios, which was $105 each. So I paid for my ticket for that online ahead of time. And before I get fully into that, the $435 was my base budget. Plus, I had some money left over from my birthday at the beginning of the year in January, because I've become that much of a spendthrift and there's not a lot to spend money on in MENA. So I had a little over $100 there, and I decided, you know, we're going to go ahead and clear this money out. We're going to spend it before it's my birthday again. And so my total budget was $550. Added the sinking fund plus the money I had left over from my birthday. Now, some money left over in my personal accounts on occasional months got swept into there, into the sinking fund, so the numbers may not match up exactly. It may not be 25 times 18 months, but it was all personal money. It was all money that was never ever going to go to debt. So I paid for Universal out of that, and then what I did is, because I didn't want to keep up with receipts all weekend, I wanted to not overspend, but make a way for me not to be able to utilize the money without having to write everything down. So what I did was, I had a notepad on my phone, but I'm filming on my phone, so I wrote it down, and it was just a very simple budget. And what I did was, I had the top budget at the top, and then anytime I spent something with my card, I pulled it out and then had a remaining list. So, and then most of the time I used cash, actually. So I'd pull out cash, and then I'd subtract it from my total, and I'd see what was left. And then anytime I spent cash, I didn't worry about it. The only cash I had in my wallet was cash for the trip. I didn't keep any cash in there for my normal accounts, so I could spend that completely freely. So most of that was spent on food. We also went to but I did write down anything I paid for with my card. So I bought our tickets at Madame Tussauds. That was $50, and I took that out of my budget. And then, I bought dinner one night, and we also switched off back and forth on that. My friends and I have kind of always done that. If we're together a lot, it'll just be, I'll buy lunch, you buy dinner. Next time, I'll buy dinner, you buy lunch. And we just go back and forth. Never have to worry about splitting the check down the middle. And it all works out. It's fine. So it wasn't bad at all. Most of the money I spent was on food. We did do a little bit of shopping, but if you know me, you know that I've been trying to be very intentional with the things that I bring into my home, and I've been trying to be very picky is probably the best word, and have fewer things that I love more. And so there were very few things that I found that I actually wanted, much less needed. So I ended up buying 3 souvenirs and 2 gifts. And I will show you the 3 souvenirs now. The first is this tiny little kitty. And this is actually a little chopstick holder. And I just thought it was the cutest thing. We found it in Little Tokyo, and I think it was $1.99. I just spent cash on it. You're supposed to buy them in like pairs and sets of 4s, but I just bought one because usually when I eat sushi, it's legit alone. And I like him. He just hangs out in my kitchen now. How cute is he? So I bought that. I also bought some coffee from Blue Bottle Coffee Co., which is amazing. It's a downtown LA company that is fair trade, completely organic. Coffee is amazing. I got some of that. And the last thing I bought was a Michael Kors purse. Now, here's the thing. This is not necessarily a budget-friendly purchase. Now, is it? However, I paid cash for it with money that I had in my budget for this trip. And honestly, there wasn't really anything else in California I wanted. We went to a ton of stores, and I just didn't really see anything I wanted or I needed. What I've been needing for a long time is a good bag. I've been carrying around this kind of faux leather tote that I found on clearance for a while now, and it doesn't have any pockets, and it was falling apart. And I've talked about my purse issue for a while, is that it's really hard to find a bag that will last for a little while. And so we've had this discussion on my channel before of, is it really worth it for an expensive handbag? And I think at a certain point it's ridiculous, like to spend thousands of dollars for a handbag. However, if I'm buying a $30, $40 handbag every 6 months, and you're buying a $200 handbag that lasts you 5 years, your cost per use is killing mine. So I've been thinking about this for a while, and I'd read a lot of online reviews and stuff, and I decided to go ahead and take a little bit of a gamble. And this purse has everything I want in a handbag. It's got the short strap here. It's a nice, thick, buttery, quality leather. It's got the crossbody strap. It will hold my DSLR camera for work, my $4 yard sale wallet, my sunglasses, everything else I need. There's a really nice pocket in the back here for my keys and my cell phone. There are interior pockets, and it has everything I need. It's a wonderful size. Oop. And it's just, quite honestly, it's beautiful. Now, this was the retail price, but I didn't pay that. We went to an outlet mall, and I paid about half that, which is still a lot. Jamie and I knew we were going shopping, and so whenever we do that, we kind of are on the lookout for each other for what we need. She needed some new stuff, and I was really looking for a purse and possibly some shoes. Those were what I was looking for. We looked at all the purse stores, and I love this. We actually found this on the first day I was there. Went to a giant outlet mall, but I had said I would spend 100, 125 max on a purse, and this was more than that. So I left it. However, then at the very end of my trip, I hadn't bought anything aside from this sucker, who's adorable, and we both decided, like, you know what, this is vacation money. You're not going to do anything else with it. You have it left over. You didn't need it for food or anything else, but it's budgeted for vacation. You might as well buy the dang purse. And so I did, and I absolutely love it. Now, this is a bit of an experiment. If this lasts a year, it's not worth it for the money that I paid, because I could have bought 2 or 3 $30 or $40 purses that would have stretched the time. However, if it lasts 2 years, then cost per use is going to be awesome for that, because it will have gone down to about 12 cents a day if I carry it every day for 2 years. And it's beautiful. I don't think I'll mind carrying it every day for 2 years. This isn't necessarily like a fashion choice. I don't really want to carry a really nice handbag because I want to show off and have a designer label on. It's really more a practicality issue for me, as in I want a freaking bag that'll last. And hopefully this will. It's a gamble. But I'm totally cool with doing this gamble because I had the cash. I didn't go over my budget. In fact, I had $15 left in my budget after everything was said and done, and I just let that be absorbed. And yeah, I'm really happy with this handbag. It's very nice, and I'm going to do everything I can to take care of it and protect it and make sure it lasts a long time. So, all of you nice handbag people out there, rejoice. I've joined you. However, if it doesn't last 2 years, then it wasn't worth it, and I'll go back to the cheapo handbags. I don't own any other handbags, by the way. I use a handbag until it wears out, and then I buy another one and I use it until it wears out. So this will be my purse for until it wears out. And then I bought 2 gifts. So, and this was in the budget as well, but I didn't want to buy anyone, you know, like a LA Magnet or a Hollywood little Golden Globe Award, you know, plasticky junk that nobody cares about. I like eatables. And so I got a little thing of Blue Bottle coffee for my neighbor who was watching Rory, and very sweetly did that for me. And I bought a thing of Blue Bottle coffee for one of you. Now this one is called Giant Steps, and it is from Peru, Sumatra, and Uganda. And it'll come with this, and it, you know, USDA organic, and it's viscous, fudgy, and substantial, and it smells amazing. So, a blend of organic coffee that's quite dark and chocolatey, maybe a bit more one-dimensional than the Bella Donovan, but it's a good dimension. Giant Steps is delightfully fudgy and thick in a French press or a drip pot, and stands up to cream quite well. If it was any heavier bodied, you could pour it on pancakes. So I did want to get you guys a little gift, and I wish I could send every single one of you a delicious cup of coffee, but I can't. I can send one of you a delicious cup of coffee, though. It's in my budget. And all you have to do is leave a comment on this video, and I will pick one of you. And you just have to agree to send me your address, and I will send this to you, and you can enjoy absolutely amazing smelling coffee. And since I have my absolutely amazing smelling coffee, it would be like we get to have a cup of coffee together. So, I hope you guys enjoy my vacation budget. This is the last vacation video, I promise. And since, you know, I'm doing a vacation like every 3 years, this is the last one for a while, or last one until I'm debt free, at least. So, I'll be over here enjoying my purse and my coffee and my vacation memories and thinking of all of you. But yeah, comment below anything you want. Which vacation video this week that you like the best, or what your favorite type of coffee is. Oh, and this is whole beans right now. I'll totally grind it for you if you want. I have a grinder and send it to you, or you can have it whole beans and grind it yourself. Doesn't really matter. I will see you all very, very soon. Bye. So, thumbs up if you think this is a way better souvenir than like a bunch of junk, because I get to wear this every single day and think about my adventures in LA with my best friend, and I think it's awesome.